A reading from Matthew. Therefore, do not worry, saying, what will we eat, or what will we drink, or what will we wear? For it is the Gentiles that strive for all these things. But strive first for the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. So do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring worries of its own. Today's trouble is enough for today. The word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Papers, colleges, exhibitions, community service, and on top of that, you're living away from your family. The St. Andrew's lifestyle sometimes pushes you right to the brink with all of the expectations placed upon you. Not to mention all the thoughts of the long-term deadlines and commitments one has. It's easy to get lost in all the worry and just sit back and say, there's no way, or I can't do it. It's easy to throw in the towel right there. Yet somehow we move on. That big exhibition that you have right before break comes, and then it goes, and life goes on. For example, Mr. Khan gave a great talk about how he has continued to push forward, despite the news he has heard from various medical schools. He has continued to thrive in our community and make it a better place, and from what I can tell, he's having a great time here. Everyone has had times in their lives where they have thought about whether or not they could get through it. These times could have been due to family problems, overload in work at school, or high school and college applications. A trying time that I had to go through in my life was at the start of my 8th grade year. Work was piling up as I began focusing on my high school applications. At the time, I was trying to decide whether to attend boarding school, as I had never been away from home for an extended period of time. And my mom was diagnosed with the early stages of breast cancer. To clarify, she's absolutely fine now, and is 100% healthy again. I felt incredibly lucky that we had caught it early on. However, after her surgery, she was still told that she had to go through chemotherapy and radiation treatment. It was a trying time for my family, as we all had to help take care of her needs, keep the house functioning, and keep up with our other commitments while she was getting the treatment she needed. Yet, we took it one day at a time, just as Jesus says in Matthew 6:34, and we got through her treatments together. Throughout the ordeal, our friends' families would cook food for us, ask us how we were doing, and help us press on. I was incredibly grateful for all of their help. So, after her treatments were finally over, I realized that although times can be trying, and that you may just want to give up, you have to realize where you are in the moment. For example, I realized how great and supportive my friends were. So, along with the hardships we face, we also have to take into account the things we have. Appreciating that which we have can help put into perspective the difficulties we are facing in the moment and into the future. For example, and this is switching gears here, I'm what some people may call a clown. You see, my dad, before entering college, went to the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Clown College during the summer in Florida. While there, he learned various skills such as juggling, tightrope walking, and still walking. He was also one of the lucky ones who made it through the college without injuring himself, and was asked if he wanted to go on tour with one of the groups. However, he turned them down, and somewhere along the lines became the admissions director at the school I used to attend. Now, during the summer, he runs a camp there called Clown Academy. I have been fortunate enough to grow up going to this camp every summer, and during the camp, I have learned a lot of the same skills he has. However, the best part about the camp for me is the outreach we do. For instance, the day before we put on a show, we invite a group of kids from the inner city, Trenton, New Jersey, to bring out their kids and learn some of the skills that we learn, get their faces painted, watch one of our clown shows, and just have a great time. The group is called Homefront, and it works with kids 18 and younger whose families are struggling to make ends meet. They provide activities, food, shelter, and a safe community for the kids to grow, as they have not had these opportunities before. I'm always extremely grateful to be a part of it, and although there is sometimes someone who leaves the room because they're afraid of clowns, and this is understandable because I am pretty intimidating myself, There's always at least one kid who comes up to us afterwards and gives us each a great big hug. Throughout much of my life, I have realized how unique and important different experiences are. I have learned that one has to appreciate life for what it is, hardships and all. There's no reason to stress about what life is going to be or might be in the future. All of that matters is taking what we have now. In some cases, this is much more than we think, and making the most of it. It's important to set goals for oneself to keep on track, but that doesn't mean they have to work out. Goals should be there to guide you and help you push yourself forward, not make you worried about meeting them or not. Within Matthew 6:31, Jesus proclaims of how we should strive first for the kingdom of God. This does not mean we need to put aside everything else and set a straight course for perfection. What he means is that, while living our lives, we should try our hardest to be the best people we can be. We don't need to worry about the unknown. All that we need to do is do as much as we can with the opportunities given to us. And be confident with that, because that is who we are. And that's not enough to cause us to worry, but it is enough to cause us to be thankful.